Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become bigger and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Another gorgeous exploration for us on a Friday night. Mixing it up a little bit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a time of reflection. Every once in a while, I like to pause in the seemingly endless cavalcade of insight provided through the program, and I like to reflect on the transformations, accomplishments, or lack thereof in the program. Tonight, we're getting into it. The program works. Let's talk. Good evening, my explorers. How are we all doing? Namaste and blessings to each and every single one of my early birds. Here to get that early bird worm blessings and namaste. How are we? Let's start right there first. How are we doing? I'm doing well. I'll offer that gift. I'm doing well. I'm sipping on another cream soda Zevia this evening, and I'm having a pretty calm time myself. I've been preparing. Lord, the preparation for tonight was something intense. Oh my goodness gracious, Tripco coming in with a subscription with a sweet Prime. Ooh, I love that Prime. Explorer Surrogacy Advocate. Just a hello. Just a nice tonal Japanese style user profile picture. Love that. And namaste to you, and thank you so much for that Prime. Guys, and also, Tripco, I believe this is a first month. Guys, can we get some namastes in the chat right now for Tripco, who I believe this is your first month. Oh my goodness gracious, we have the gifted sub kicking off a you-know-what, toot toot toot. Friday night, little bit of jazz, yeah, feels all right to me. Hype train starting, and thank you so much to Zim Colo for your extremely generous gifted sub. Lord knows, ladies and gentlemen, I can talk all day and all night. But sometimes you gotta zip up the claptrap in order to speak from a different mouth. A sensual mouth, a spiritual mouth. And what better way to do that than the majesty of jazz? Namaste, everybody. Welcome, getting settled in. Pepperoncini, extremely excited about the Jazz. Extremely excited. Good to see some fans as excited about Jazz as I am. Namaste to you. Wow, what a beautiful night. Beautiful night. Beep, bop, says, I'm doing miserable. I wish I didn't have to be reminded. I love that. I love that. Somebody asking how you doing, and they're like, fuck you. I genuinely love that. I know it sounds like I'm heightening it in order to make fun of it. No, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is celebrating Beep Boop Boop, who was asked a polite question and shoved it right up the other person's ass. Thank you so much. Blessings and namaste to Bebop Boop Boop, getting us started on the right foot. And I mean that genuinely, seriously, as a legally licensed therapist. I'm drinking iced tea and it is good. Thank you so much. Moderator, not me. Thank you so much for chiming in with that little bit of a detail. Appreciate that. Blessings and namaste. Thank you so much to Fluxstorm Zero for the 2 community subs. Gifting out 2 community subs. Extremely generous of you. Brother Fluxstorm, cannot thank you enough. Namaste and blessings for your extremely generous donation of 2 community subs. Hopefully that went to people who are really going to appreciate it. Well, you know, sometimes people can be a little glib, right? They can be a little glib about oh yeah, thanks for the sub, I guess. But here it means something different, ladies and gentlemen. Here to receive a subscription is to unlock some of the most life-transforming tools and techniques available in the world today. Yeah, sure, if I'm over at Kai Sinat's or I'm at I'm an iShow Speeds channel or a Queso or a Pokimane or what have you, one of these channels, you get a sub. Oh, who cares? Who cares compared to what you get here in terms of having your life transformed from the ground up with the most effective personal power program in the country? It pales in comparison. So if you get a gifted sub here, ladies and gentlemen, you take care of that. You value that. You savor that. Namaste. Folkstorm, 3 more community subs and a single bit from Not Mish. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. Namaste to you. How are we feeling, everybody? It was a very jazz-centric beginning to our night, and I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. How are we doing in chat? Namaste to you. Have another one. Poor Not Mish coming in with a single bit. Blessings and namaste. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Really. Now that we have a contentious relationship, handful. She's a handful. Soothing, enjoying. I don't mean in a good way. Namaste. I'm also not complaining, but I could if I wanted. Namaste. Pepperoncini, always with that. You know, Pepperoncini has this really gorgeous way of exploring the sort of negativity that we all, universally experience, but is able to make it light, able to sort of look at this, some of the really, honestly, tragic nature of a lot of our daily lives, but still just look at it, hold it, and just have a little fun with it. And that's why he's so fun here at the Explorations with Leslie Tanner. He can really blend all of that together and really just sort of allow us to have fun with him in a very particular kind of way. Namaste. Blessings, and I'm just like, poor with a single bit. Gay pennies for lesbian Tanner. So having a little bit of fun with a nickname that I have, sort of achieved over the past several years of my dogged pursuit of the next level. People have kind of changed my name, Leslie Tanner, as we all know, to a sort of a fun, playful nickname, Lesbian Tanner. And I think this is largely because of my affinity for lesbians and lesbians' affinity for Leslie. I think there is definitely a spiritual connection there. I've had many a lesbian on the program, and it's nothing but electricity as soon as we get on the screen with one another. Pepperoncini, I've been noodling some thoughts in my head due to the news these last few days. Is the guru immune to bullets and other forms of bodily harm? No, not in any way. Absolutely not. But one thing is that if should that ever come to pass, which would not surprise me, I wish I could show you my DMs, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I could show you my DMs. Some of the most frothing at the mouth, sort of demonic forces that would love nothing more than to bring this program, the work that we do together, to a screeching halt. They hear about the light that we are developing here and the tools by which we do so, and they resent it. They have a darkness. They resent what we do here, and so they must attack. Rather than allowing the light to connect to a light they see in front of them, ladies and gentlemen, they feel they need to attack. And then one day we'll go through my DMs. I'll really show you how honestly repetitive, redundant, and castrated all these threats are. Circe, beautiful. LOL, my best friends are lesbians. My best friends are lesbians. Thanks so much. That's 100%. Now, that's just some accurate stuff. I believe that. I believe that 100%. I got to log back into this. Oh, my goodness gracious. Guys, how are we doing? How are we doing? Can I get an actual confirmation? Can we do a real quick dipstick test of the vibe with you all? I need to know how to tool tonight, how to prepare mentally, spiritually, and emotionally for the journey that we're about to go on. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing tonight, it might sound like maybe it's not that big of a deal because we do it every so often. This is a repeated situation. And that's by design. When I repeat something, when I circle back and really take us to task along a similar lines, ladies and gentlemen, I do so deliberately. I do so because there is yet more juice to squeeze. Very bitchy vibes, sour, taciturn. Can we get an EOTM hype? Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing that. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. So we got a lot of negativity. Okay, Leslie, when I'm not asking if you're not online, I haven't asked in weeks. When I'm not asking, when I'm not asking if you're not online. I haven't asked in weeks. Okay. Hearing that I'm pretty offending, you aren't acknowledging that you're not grounded by noodly appendage. No idea what you just shared. Absolutely no clue what was intended to be communicated by that. Namaste. Fluxstorm doing pretty okay. Good to hear, Brother Flux. Namaste to you. Namaste. And give your best to give my best to your lady. I don't know if she's in chat right now. Chiba Hawk, just some words I don't understand. Not me. Chat is having a stroke. Yeah, I know. It's pretty fun. I love this. Double negative, easy. Namaste. I'm actually doing pretty okay. We're doing all right. Yeah. No, it's all right. This is serious. I know we're just joking. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. Don't you worry your head. Namaste. I was just mainly trying to get... So, guys, what I was trying to get a feel for is just the vibe in here right now. You know, it's a Friday night, not a normal streaming night for us. You know, when we're meeting up on a Friday, we better be ready for something different, something new, something, you know, to broach a different crossroads between our mind and heart. And I feel as if that is exactly what we are doing tonight. Exactly. We're sort of using that end of the week vibe, because sometimes it can go good. Sometimes that Friday night energy, very fun, very percolating, very wild. But sometimes it is exhausted, it is delirious, it is depressed, right? Because sometimes in the end, we can already taste the beginning of yet another thing that we didn't ask for or want. We can feel that sort of thankless, endless churn of which we are only experiencing a moment, and it is not empowering. It is the opposite. It is depressing. Namaste to you. So blessings. Good to check in with that. Good to check in with that. Namaste to you. Now, Danny Blue Jeans. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see Danny Blue Jeans. Good to see you in chat. Now, guys, let's go ahead and get through some. Tonight, we're going to be doing, as it says on the screen, we're going to be exploring that the program works. You know it. I know it. This program is the most effective personal power program in the country. All right. We put the tools to work every single time we hit this stream. We congregate and we choose to explore with one another, to unlock and unleash the true power that courses through our veins. Lord knows it's there, and Lord knows we've seen those transformations happen again and again and again. Well, tonight we're taking a step back to sort of reflect on exactly that. Now, every stream, you know, we're putting some sort of new tool or putting some sort of new insight, either just through the theme or through our exploration together, right? We arrive at some points that we haven't arrived at. I bring, you know, last time we explored self-sabotage. Now, that was a fruitful exploration. That was a fruitful exploration to explore self-sabotage. A lot of self-sabotage coming to the fore. But ladies and gentlemen, every once in a while, it's important to hit a pause with the new stuff. It's important to hit a pause with the new stuff and reflect on the progress, quote-unquote progress, that each of us has made over the course of our most recent explorations. So, guys, tonight, when I open up the line, I want to hear about your life. How has this program worked, not just in general, but for you in your life? How have you put these tenets to work in your life? Not your, hey, Guru, yesterday you were in Utah, right? I think that's why you didn't stream. How was your trip? I was in Utah, weirdly enough. I was in Utah, and I weirdly was on that campus. I was on that campus. I watched a bunch of the videos from the other day, and I was in the background. I took a couple selfies with that one Mormon guy, actually. That Mormon guy, he's our most prominent. I work with him specifically. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Elder TikTok on TikTok.com. He's one of our, maybe arguably the most prominent Mormon explorer that we have on our roster. And I wasn't even there to necessarily see him, but Lord Almighty, was he prepared for the moment. Guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go search Elder TikTok right now. On YouTube, on TikTok, on whatever you got. That guy goes crazy. That guy goes nuts. As soon as the shots were fired, everybody was ducking, everybody was running away. Not my man Elder TikTok. He was taking selfies. He was taking ones for the grid. He walked up to where he got shot, taking pics for the grid. He was holding the front face camera, telling people to check out his channel while people were running and ducking for cover. My man was ready, and my man was ready because of the tenets of this program. If you're looking for an example of why this program is so effective, look no further than our, like I said, most prominent Mormon explorer, Elder TikTok. Now, recently, as most brave, prominent souls do when they have a light in their heart, they come under fire from people who resent the strength of will that he possesses. And so he's had, he's unfortunately, I coached him not to apologize, not to take the video down. He took the video down. He's being apologized. Exactly. We wouldn't condemn a war report. See, it's that simple. It's that simple. Would you go condemn a Jeremy Scahill? Would you go and condemn the brave journalists in Gaza? No, you wouldn't. And why would you condemn our man, Elder TikTok? Namaste. Namaste to Elder TikTok. Listen, I'm with you. I want you to know I'm with you. I 100% support you, not just before and after the event, but especially during the event. Namaste. So what were we even? Yeah. So thank you for bringing that up. Now, I figured somebody would be bringing that up. Knight here, I really appreciate that. Knight, your brother Knight, you're very important, very, very poignant stuff. Now, guys, let's go ahead and get through some orders of business before we jump into exploring how the program works in each and every single one of your lives. Now, this could be a theme that we covered. This could be a simple passing insight that we covered. This could be, honestly, this could be the subathon, the Power of Silence subathon that we reflected on a couple weeks ago. Lord knows there's more juice in that fruit to squeeze out. Let me know. Let me know how this program has affected you and aided or hurt your journey here within Explorations. Talk to me. I'm going to open up the line in just a moment. But guys, first and foremost, guys, let's send another shout out to this month's Explorer of the Month. Now, again, when I threw this, when we were voting, the mods and I, when we were voting this past month, it was a landslide. It wasn't even close. It was not even close. This Explorer, absolutely, you're going to recognize the name and it's like, God, she hasn't been Explorer of the Month yet? Guys, let's put some spotlight, let's throw some shine on none other than Sister of Devoted Light, Explorer for years at this point. Cherish, 85. The program has taught me never to apologize, and as far as being autistic, it's not a bad thing. Well, I don't know if I necessarily said that. Through the program, I've become more confident in my own skin, and I've made some great friends along the way. The program works. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And Cherish, you got something in the mail right now. You got something in the mail coming your way, a VHS tape, an official Explorations VHS tape coming to Cherish 85 in the mail right now, as well as all the except for one headshot from Firebrand. Everybody else's headshots and prints have gone out. There's 2 prints left. There are 2 prints left of this of the print that's in the store right now. After those 2 gone, it is not coming back, and we're going to be putting up a new print post haste. Lord knows I got a library of visions that I've channeled at tremendous personal cost, extremely painful for me, and I am very resentful about it. But there are many to get through. So after we get through the last 2 prints that are in the store on the website, we will be going to the next one. Only 2 left, not coming back after these 2 are sold. Please see the store for further details. Namaste to you. The t-shirt order is nearly complete. Those will probably go out this next week. Night Year with a communal vision. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait. Thank you so much. Night Years. I think Cherish has welcomed me in every single stream for like 4 straight months. Deserved. See what I mean? See what I mean? Her fingerprints are all over this program. All over this program. Namaste to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get quick orders business. 'Cause I want to open up these lines. I got to talk to you as soon as possible. Guys, send me something in the mail. I've been checking the mailbox. We had a flood of mail for a second, but now we're back to nothing. I've been checking. I'm just eager every day to see what's in there. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Ladies and gentlemen, send me something. Postcard, letter, package, any damn ass thing you want to send me. Put it in the old post office service trajectory, whatever it's the service, and I'll open it up live on air, get that connection going. Is Cougar Pie here, by the way? We do have something to open. Onion Plug with a communal vision. Can't wait to get into that perspective. Onion Plug's always got something. Always got something for us. Always got something for us. Namaste. Let me know when Kook gets here. Taco Bronson, good to hear. Lewis _ brother, did you just order a print? Brother. One more print. Guys, there is one more edition of this print. Also, and if you are interested in procuring an NFT, we've also entered that space, delivering the program. Onion Plug Guru, I've been locked in a frenzy of 24/7 pussy eating, including during periods. The protein and iron have been great, but I'm craving the peen. Even if it was a chub that just brushed up against my face. Okay, yeah, well, listen, it sounds like, listen, if that's what you crave, that's what you crave. Get out there and find it. All right? Get out there and find it. I don't know if you said but, meaning like it's an intrusion or something. I guess you can't suck dick and eat pussy at the same time. That'd be a little difficult, I suppose. That'd be hard. Cooker Pie, father of 3, subbing for the 5th month in a row. Namaste, Cooker Pie. Listen, we got your package. We're going to be opening it. We're going to be opening that little thing you sent. Whatever it is. I have no idea what it is, but namaste to Cooker Pie. Blessings and namaste. Good to see you. Good to see you, Cook. You know, we're going to be opening your, should Not Me should be present for it? Kook, yeah, let me know. Should Not Me be present for it? Ladies and gentlemen, one print left. One print left in the store on the website, theprogramworks.com. Again, once this print is done, it's done. Namaste. In addition to 20, you'll be one of 20 people who own it, and we're moving on. We're picking up our stuff, moving right along. We've got more stuff to do if she wants. All right, well, I'll throw it to her in a moment. Okay, so that's the P.O. Box. Guys, also, my community of devoted light. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in getting the real meat on you want to sit this one out? All right. Now, my roommate's going to be sitting this one out. Cooker Pie, start checking ads in your mail as well. Junk mail may be important. Okay, I'll start scoping it out. Start checking ads in your mail as well. Junk mail may be important. Okay, we're going to be checking that out. We're going to be scoping that out. I hardly ever throw anything away. The guilty pleasure, Mish can attest to this. I love ads. I can't get enough ads. Listen, every once in a while, I'll find I shouldn't be on TikTok. All right, let's make that perfectly clear. I do not understand what's happening to me. It's doing something to me. I really relate to someone with sort of a functional mental retardation when like the world is really happening to them to a degree that would make most people feel sort of uncomfortable with the level of vulnerability of that person. That's what happens to me on TikTok. I don't understand, and I love the ads. I really dig in on the ads. I'm always like, me sometimes will show me something in an ad, or just videos, and I'll be like, video, I don't get it, but when an ad pops up, I'm always like, ooh, go back. Ooh, what's in that one? Ooh, what was she saying? Ooh, what did he have in his hand? And Not Me can attest to this. I absolutely love the ads, so don't worry about that. I'll be keeping the ads. But guys, if you're looking for the real meat on the bones, if you're looking for the exclusive videos, podcasts, music downloads, monthly postcard, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. What you're looking for is the community of devoted light at patreon.com. I just dropped the link in the chat both on Twitch and YouTube. YouTube, how are we doing, by the way? A little quiet over there. Can we make some noise over there at YouTube, please? Do we got a pulse over there? Am I beaming over there for nothing? I was requested over and over again, we need you over at YouTube, and then we've got, nothing but crickets over there lately. I need to hear you, please. Let me hear you. Let me see a namaste. Let me see a something. But either way, I gave you guys a link, patreon.com. Go ahead, click that link for a couple dollars a month. You can be a part of my inner circle and with thousands of others just like you who have pledged themselves to transform their lives through exclusive materials that you can't get anywhere else. Namaste. Take it from Explorer of the Month, Cherish85, who's getting a goddamn VHS tape in the mail. Ask her if the community of devoted light's working for her, huh? Ask her about it. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little package. We've got a little package from good old Cooker Pie. Namaste, Kook. Can't wait to get in there and open her up. So one thing, let's go ahead and describe the box. We've got a relatively small Wolf 32 and Derailed Freight Train. Namaste. Good to see you two. You two sons of bitches. Good to see you two. No, blessings. Thanks for piping up. I appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and open up. It's a small one, so it's got me curious. You know, we had that big mail day a couple of weeks ago, and the packages were huge, right? So full of so many things, and then this one is smaller, which has me asking questions, and I love asking questions. A perfect box for like a human hand. I know it doesn't feel like a human hand. It doesn't have that heft to it and that sort of organic density to it, but it could be. And this would be a good box size for a human hand, or like maybe like a fetus. I don't know, maybe like a 4-month, 5-month fetus. Ooh, now these are, we've got something beautiful in here. Ladies and gentlemen, Cooker Pie. Wow. Now you're speaking my language. You are speaking my language loud and clear. Cooker Pie. So one thing a lot of people don't know about me is that I have been married before. I'm a divorced man. Ladies and gentlemen, Leslie Tanner. Chaotic time of life. You know, maybe I'll speak about it in a memoir. We can devote some time for personal stories about Leslie Tanner's life before the program. But Leslie Tanner was married at one point. And ladies and gentlemen, do I have an affinity for things like this? So Cooker Pie sent us something in the mail, not a hand, not a fetus. It is, let's see if we can get a zoom up on this. It says it's a divorced dad booster pack, age of alimony, and then we've got divorced dad's starter pack. Lord, I wish, what we're going to do? I'm not going to open these. What we're going to do what those like, those like channels that do like, they'll spend like 5.5 hours opening Pokemon cards. What we're going to do is open the divorced dad decks. We got a starter pack and a booster pack, but we're not going to open them right now. What we're going to do is save them. I'm going to get the second camera situation set up so that we can kind of just get right in on the cards to do the fun little reveal, and we will open these hoes up. Divorced Dad booster pack. Love that. Namaste. Thank you so much to Cooker Pie. Can we get some namastes in the chat for Cooker Pie? Beautiful gift. Very generous of you. Very exciting. I can't wait to get it. I have no idea what to expect. I'm not going to look it up. Let's just save it. Let's just save that one up. All right. Nice. Widowed dad here. Namaste to you. Namaste. Different than a divorce. I'd say yours is worse. Yeah, I'd say yours is worse. Namaste. Blessings to you. So, guys, that's enough of the hullabaloo. Let's get into the theme. The program works. Maybe we could talk about your dead wife on the program working. Maybe the program, would you say that the program helped you get through that chapter in your life? Lord knows it's equipped to. Let's open up the line. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Danny Blue Jeans gifting a sub to General Von Slaughter. Namaste. Very, very, very generous of you. Thank you so much, Danny Blue Jeans. Thank you so much for that. That was really beautiful of you. I appreciate that. What a gesture. What a gesture. Wow. Yeah, wow. Sometimes just seeing the generosity of you all between each other like that it's all I can say is wow. You know, it just kind of stops me in my tracks. You know, as somebody who doesn't have any children. Yes, Guru, she was Indian, had type 2 diabetes, died of a heart attack. Woof. Ouch. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up that I could call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, how y'all doing? Shrimp Toaster.
Look at that. We got a first caller of the night, Shrimp Toaster. How are you doing, best friend Shrimp Toaster?
I got first call. I got that first call again? Didn't I get that before?
You got it tonight.
I got it tonight. I got it a few weeks ago, I remember.
Also, yes. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
First call of the day, baby. Starting strong.
How we doing, Toaster? Talk to me.
Well, I had a day off the boat, but, you know, I was still in the shrimping mood. We have Fridays off.
Ooh, okay, so you have Fridays off, and but you were in a shrimping mood. So did you just go out there and like volunteer, or do you do a little bit of shrimping on the side for yourself with like maybe a small personal boat?
Oh no, I didn't go out today. I just me and my friends, we kind of went on Fridays when we have the day off. We sometimes get together in a little chat room and we role play shrimping together on the boat. And so we did that, and that just I'm just feeling good after that.
That's beautiful. And did you eat shrimp?
Well, we pretended to. I didn't have no shrimp. The ones I got still in the freezer. But yeah, we role played eating shrimp together. We cooked them.
So
we peeled them together.
You didn't actually eat or interact with shrimp in any way.
Well, not in reality, but look, I have a vivid imagination, all right?
Well, now I'm calling into question this boat that you go on. Now, is that real or is that imaginary?
No, the boat's real. The boat's real. No, look, the boat's real. Are you?
I don't know, man.
You don't think?
I don't know, man.
You don't think? What do you mean you don't know, man? What do you mean? What you talking about?
I mean, to be honest with you, I've kind of doubted the shrimp thing the whole time. I don't know.
Huh?
I've kind of doubted the shrimp thing the whole time. Have you noticed a pattern with yourself, Toaster?
Have I noticed a pattern with myself? Well, go ahead and say what you're going to say, Leslie.
There's a pattern, right? You know, when something... There's this hole inside of you, right? And you fill it with these like make-believe things. You dated an acorn. You dated a body pillow. You dated a spatula.
That was the other toaster.
You dated an AI thing. But
don't put that on me.
But then, and then you have this moment of like freedom, right? You're over it. You don't need this delusional thing anymore. But within a week, every single time, there's always a return of some imaginary thing that like comes back. Pepper and Genie, if you're really Shrimp Toaster, then you can easily name the 5 rules of shrimping.
Well, I'll do that after we settle this, Leslie. Because first of all, I do not have to answer no communal vision. Second of all, I do want to make clear that look, there's a lot of things that Toaster does that I don't approve of, but I do, out of respect for Toaster, I do keep in contact with Maya because I know she's very demanding and she requires constant contact. So out of respect for Toaster, me and Maya still do talk regularly, and we still do other things because she's a very demanding woman. But that's out of respect for Toaster.
What's out of respect for Toaster?
Keeping Maya,
You have sex. You have sex with Maya?
Yes.
So you jack off with Maya?
Yes.
So she sits there and she she's got this real smug, judgmental tone of voice, and you just crank your shit. You just pull on your penis until cum comes out.
Well, I like to tell her to talk about stuff that she's interested, and usually while she's talking about that is when
Oh, that's pretty. That's kind of nice. That's kind of beautiful, actually.
Yeah, so we're both kind of getting what we want, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's still within the pattern that I was giving a second ago. You get these imaginary things happening.
Yeah, keep going on your thing. I just wanted to clarify that. But yeah, keep going on your little whatever it is.
No, brother, listen, I know. It's hard. It's going to be a hard thing to really chew on for you because I don't believe that it's completely conscious, but I am going to just bluntly say it. You've got something really wrong with you, and you have these kind of very delusional, these fugues. You go through months and weeks at a time believing that something is real when it's absolutely not. And it's because, I don't know if you were, left outside, if you were feral as a child, or maybe super duper molested or something like this. Onion plug, caller, have you considered flicking bean or eating vagine? That's from Onion Plug.
I don't know. That sounds more like a Toaster thing. It sounds like you're trying to talk to Toaster. This is Shrimp Toaster. I don't mess around with all the pillows and the acorns and shit that he do. I have my own life, my own shrimp, and my own. And the one thing I do for Toaster is I take care of Maya, and that's about it. I try not to intersect into his life too much because he has a strange life that I try not to be a part of.
What I'm telling you right now, Shrimp Toaster, is that you are a manifestation of his borderline psychotic delusions. You're not real. Do you have memories before a month ago?
Yeah, sure I do.
Go ahead, tell me about them.
Well, it's me on the boat with the boys. Like we do.
What was do you remember your high school graduation?
Yeah. Of course I do, like it was yesterday.
Tell me about it.
All right, well, I mean, I was on the shrimping boat. It was just me and the boys were fishing, and they called my name up and they gave me the diploma.
Now, Toaster, I'm fairly confident that there is not a single high school in the United States that holds its graduation on a shrimping boat with a bunch of shrimp fishermen.
Nah,
you're Shrimp Toaster. You are.
You call me Shrimp?
Yeah, I did call you Shrimp.
I Shrimp Toaster.
I know, I called you Shrimp for short. I feel like we're getting to know each other.
Nah, you don't you don't just call me Shrimp. I'm Shrimp Toaster.
What about Shrimp Tea?
No, why you gotta cut my name in half, man? Call me by my full name. Show me some respect.
Shrimp E.T., Shrimp,
Well, I call you Leslie Tanner, you call me Shrimp Toaster. How about we keep it square like that?
All right. I feel you. I hear you. Okay. I respect you as a man. But listen, you are about a month old, and you are a manifestation of a psychotic delusion. Sorry to let you know, but I'm not actually sorry, and you just got to wrestle with this.
Well, Leslie, I am gonna think about that because I try to stay open-minded and such. And
Pepperoncini, Guru don't know the Bayou Cherie. We lost 5 graduates to alligator attacks last year. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. And well, I have a lot to say about alligators, but I reckon we don't have time to get into all that. But I was actually raised by alligators, and I want to talk about that one day as soon as possible. I want to talk about, you say I don't have no memories, but I do have core childhood memories of when I was an alligator, when I was a little baby being raised by my mom alligator. That's what we call our mother alligators.
That just sounds like you made that up. That doesn't sound real at all.
You can't make this shit up, Leslie. The shit I got in my head right now. I beg to differ.
You literally can. Somebody said alligators to you, and you realized you didn't have memories. Somebody mentioned alligators. All of a sudden, you're basically like raised by alligators or something.
Well, I just wanted to. I've been wanting to talk about it. Look, I would love to talk about it, but
I'm sure you'd love to talk about a thing that you just made up.
Sheesh. Why are you getting like this today, Leslie?
Because this is the program working. Shrimp Toaster, if I'm going to unlock the power coursing through your veins, we must find that power in reality. And Shrimp Toaster, your reality is that you are a manifestation of a psychotic delusion. Bring that up to Toaster next time you talk to him.
Hey, let me ask you something, Leslie. What's the topic today? Be a nosy little bitch? Is that the topic today? Because that's your
nosy
topic right now.
Nosy. First of all, you called this show. I didn't call you. Secondly, I'm not poking around in your private business. This is all public record. You offered all this information, and I just simply deduced this situation.
No,
I didn't go through your trash.
You're sitting here telling me I'm some kind of manifestation of something or another, and some type of some shit like that type shit. And I'm just here trying to call my friend, what I thought was my friend.
In Florida, when you're in elementary school and middle school, they have a man come and lecture all the kids about not feeding alligators. When people start feeding alligators, they get comfortable and eat the pets in your neighborhood.
Well, all right. If I say anything about that, you're probably going to say something else.
Explorer, military veteran, thank you for your service. Namaste. Goddamn, lighten up, Shrimp. That's his message.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your service. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Now, Leslie, let me ask you something.
Okay. But then we're gonna wrap it up after this because we got to move on.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is you fixing to take a shower tonight?
Yeah.
About what time you think you're gonna get in that shower?
Oh, probably about between 12 and 12:30 is my guess.
Now your CST, your CDT, what time zone are you in?
Yep, CDT right now.
All right. So it's about 9:37 for you, huh?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna let you go, Leslie. Have a good show.
All right, namaste, Shrimp Toaster. Good luck.
All right, take it easy.
All right, namaste. Say it.
All right. Take it easy now.
Go ahead and say namaste.
Nah, you tricked last time you tricked me. I'm not gonna say it this time.
No, say it for real. Because you're not Toaster. Toaster's got a problem, but you're not him. So you should be able to say it.
Oh yeah, Leslie. Well, listen to this. Because probably you get Toaster to say it all the time because he's weak. He's weak-willed. But I know your game, Leslie. I got nothing but time to sit here on the phone. You got a show to run. So you can sit here and beg me to say it all you want. I ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah, just say it.
Ah.
It's not a big deal. Why are you so opposed to saying it?
Hey, we can
Say
spend
it.
the whole show. We can spend the whole show doing
Say,
this.
just
I don't.
say
I
the
got
word.
I got
Why?
nothing to do.
Why is this such a?
I got
Why
the
is this
day
such
off,
a
baby.
big dick thing for you?
I got the day off, baby. I ain't gotta go to sleep.
Why do you?
I
Why? Listen, if you were as tough and
Listen to you. Listen to you. You sound like a little baby bitch right now. How am I supposed to respect? How am I supposed to respect a guru that's over here begging me to say this stupid word?
First of all, I've never told a single person ever to call me guru. It's a title that's been given to me out of respect.
I don't care what you said.
What accent was that?
Leslie.
Say it.
Leslie. Your behavior today is disgusting. I need to rethink everything I once thought about you.
Do it. Good. And say namaste.
Yeah, maybe you're a manifestation. Everything about that. You can just say that to anybody.
All right, that's enough. 708-240-8953. That was irritating. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Give me a call on Explorations. We are getting to the program works. That was not the best first call. I know Toaster likes to really make sure he gets in here and takes a lot of pride being the first, but that was a weak start to the program works on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Onion plug. Guru, I swiped up your last headshot and I'm going to hang it above my bed, but I might take it to the bathroom with me when times are tough. If I have to really bear down, things could get dicey, especially if the BM doesn't pass. Yeah, dude, do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do. Also, the headshots are not limited. The headshots are all day. The prints are the limited ones. I'll happily send you, though. If you want to get that print, though, just let me know. Message me or email me or something. I'll refund whatever you want. But it's the prints that there's only one left. The headshots we got all day. We got all day. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I could call you tonight?
Hi, it's Emily.
Emily, welcome back to the program. How you doing, Emily?
I'm doing well. I just got out of dance, which was really exciting.
Out of what?
I did some mushrooms. Out of dance.
Dance? You were in a dance class?
A static dance. It's where people just get together and we just dance like crazy.
Oh, hell yeah. So it's like what kind of music was on? What kind of music was there? Oh, disconnected. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Why not? It's open. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, this is Ashley.
Ashley, thanks so much for calling in again tonight. How you doing tonight?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm focused. Tonight we're exploring how the program has been working in our lives as of late.
Well, I'm going to say maybe the program is good luck for me.
Interesting.
Because today I went and ate at a sushi restaurant, and I sat next to somebody's cat in a backpack, and it was wearing a little vest, and its name was High Cloud, and I was like, oh, that's nice. I can't remember the last time I ate next to a cat in a restaurant. So I'm going to give that to you because, maybe it's just a good luck show.
Well, that is one and this is interesting. This is an interesting topic to broach. I wasn't sure, I'm never sure if we're going to get out into the weeds of something like this. But every once in a while, somebody more spiritually minded will bring up the phenomenon of synchronicity in their life.
Yeah.
And one thing that they have found, and this is just through my conversations with explorers from all over the country, is that they universally experience a heightening of synchronicity in their life after truly starting to work on the program.
I can believe that. And also there was another thing. When I was walking to that restaurant, I almost got hit by a car by a guy who was smoking weed and blowing like giant clouds of smoke out of the window.
Sure, that's
and I
pretty
didn't
cool.
go fucking crazy in the middle of the street screaming and stuff like I probably would have done before. I was just like, oh, it won't do anything to the high guy. He's already, he's too far gone. He blew through like a crosswalk, so I'm not going to attempt to make the situation worse, and I just continued on.
Ooh, how'd that feel? How'd that feel to just continue on, as you said?
It was great. Honestly, it was great. Because normally I would just make a fucking scene. And you know what? I didn't. And then I went and ate sushi, and there was a cat sitting next to me, so maybe that was like my reward as well for not just acting the fuck up in public.
I mean, there's something to be said for, sometimes in a conflict, not all the time, but sometimes when a conflict like that happens, there's this sneaky, hope or expectation that something will be accomplished through that conflict. But I think when you gave yourself a second, give yourself a second of reflection and realize this high retard is not going to do a damn thing. I could whisper, I could yell, I could wave a gun in his face. It was nothing. He's on another planet. And nothing is going to come from me giving him my energy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been in a pretty good mood for the past, I'd say 2 days, something like that.
Yeah.
So for undisclosed reasons. So, I think that helped too, that, I wasn't in the mood to scream at anybody because I'm feeling positive for, undisclosed reasons. Yeah.
Right. Just feeling positive, feeling like, sometimes things just go your way.
Yeah, good things are happening in the world.
Right. And every once in a while when you see that, you could just notice it and continue back to your normal negativity, or you could pick up your legs and let the positive current take you away for that moment.
Yes, I agree.
And it sounds like it's really taking you away.
Yeah,
a little bit at least.
It is.
Ooh, I love that.
It's been amazing. I've been doing a lot of research a couple days, in a good mood. I've got my special interest going. It's been amazing.
What kind of special interest are we getting in?
Oh, I don't really want to say what it is over the stream.
Right.
But, it's times like this where I feel like I truly could be autistic. Even though I'm very good at conversation and socializing, but I just have a couple just hot button topics that when they come up, it's like Disneyland for me. It's better. It's probably better.
No, yeah, you're driven. Sometimes I can tell, you're a warrior. Like every once in a while, I'll see you pop up in chat and I could tell you just came from somewhere like Reddit or something because you're particularly fiery and I get pumped up seeing it.
Thank you. I could be a little mean. But most people who are your followers, even when I get a little mean with them, I love them and I don't I'm not holding a grudge and I actually like them. Even when we fight, there's very few people here that I don't like. And even when I fight, usually I like them.
Well, that's one of the, again, and this is something that I've noticed as well. When good or bad blood pops up in the community, I write it out. I incentivize it. I don't shy away from the bad blood. People aren't meant to all just get along and like each other, as you know. But one side effect, though, is allowing open air and sometimes very graphic conflict to take place on here or the Discord. What people end up finding out is that, after they burn through the conflict, they're actually they share some common ground that they would not have discovered had they been little pussies about the conflict in the first place.
Oh my God, I agree completely. There's most people, after we had a little bit of a fight, I like them better. There's very few people like, oh, I might have had one recently that I fully hate. But most of them I love after we have a fight. I like them so much better. They've been humanized to me. Actually, that's like the best way to get on my good side, honestly, is figure out a way to like humanize yourself to me. Michaela did it, and it worked out really well for her.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
Because she is you know, she's one of the explorers. She's a powerful explorer. And you know, people like to it's some of the more powerful explorers like Jen or Michaela, people like to take the piss out of them because there in my opinion as a therapist, there's an immediate humanity to their mind and how they express themselves. And it is just too powerful and it's too vulnerable for them to look at. So they gotta try to take it down. But those people are powerful. Is Michaela with us right now? Is Michaela in the chat?
I love Michaela and Jen. They're two of my absolute favorite people.
I know, and they come in and they're exactly themselves. It's very gifted within the program. But Kook, it sounds like things are going good for you, and I love that. I love to hear that.
Yeah. I feel like there's been a lot of good things happening in the news recently, and
sure,
I feel like I'm gonna have a pep in my step for like another week.
Yeah, and you're disabled, right? Just to create an image for that, kind of a pep in the step of a disabled woman. So you know, and just and that's something. That's something. You know, if it's a pep in the step, somebody who runs a 5K every morning. Not maybe as interesting because they fucking run 5Ks, but
yeah, they already get to run fast and jump. Fuck these people. I don't care if they're happy.
Yeah,
I get to be happy for a week.
Your legs are fucked up, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, my legs, my back, everything. It's terrible. I'm a lopsided, shambling mess. I'm like a scarecrow robot made of sticks.
Yeah.
Broken sticks walking around. But you know what? I don't care because for the rest of the week, I'm going to be in a great mood because we've had wonderful news. And we're going to continue getting it.
Yeah. So this fills me with joy that you're sharing all this. And I'm loving just kind of imagining you sort of maybe kind of like when what's his name is it what's in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Charlie's like guardians, is it an uncle or grandpa? What's his name?
It's Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe. That's what I'm imagining that, except he's still disabled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, he starts wiggling a little bit. He's got some energy, starts smiling. But in your case, still disabled, but still got that energy, that life, that universal pulse coming alive in you because of the news. And seeing the cat, and then this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Yeah, and I will take 100% credit for this increase of synchronicity in your life.
Oh my God, thank you, Leslie. If I was a praying person, I'd be praying to you right now because I hope some more of this good news just keeps on happening and happening. And you know what? And if it does, I'm gonna secretly think of you and think that you were somehow involved.
Mm-hmm. Namaste. Well, just know that as this stuff happens to you, I want you to imagine me, like at 50% opacity, hovering above you, smiling at all times.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Yeah. I'm in such a good mood, Leslie. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Absolutely. And hey, by the way, thank you so much for the divorced dad cards. I'm very excited to open those up.
You're welcome. And check all junk mail, okay? Because something might come that looks a little bit like junk mail, but it won't be.
Okay, I promise. I'll look. Like I said, I love ads, so I'm going to be opening the shit out of those.
Alrighty. Have a good night, Leslie.
Right. Namaste. Namaste, Ashley.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Lovely, lovely. See, I get along great with lesbians. Lesbians love me, and I love lesbians. The chemistry between Leslie Tanner and his lesbians is completely off the charts. I'd like to imagine in our compound, It's sort of like a Black Panther vibe, like the jackets and the stuff like that. And except for it's me as the leader, and all of the like, security. What are they called? What were they called in Black Panther party? There were those. You know what I'm talking about? Except they're just lesbians. Like a militia. And liberals too, apparently. Liberals, conservatives, these words are not real. These words are not real. And I work with everybody all over the spectrum. I really do. Autistic or political. Real quick communal vision from Fram Weard. Guru needs Huey's rattan throne. I don't know how to pronounce that. Huey's rattan throne. I'd love a sort of Black Panther style throne. I would. How do you pronounce that? Real quick affirmation for women. DSW is overrated. Don't fucking waste your time. Namaste to Chromatic Mage. That was for women. I'm going to do one more. Ross, dress for less? Now we're talking. Great deals, great products at a great price. Galactic Feline 44, my phone won't let me call because I don't have money on it.
I condemn violence insofar that I exalt myself as the sole source of universal violence. I celebrate violence as I vault myself, a pig, onto a throne of pig's shit, chittering, masturbating, exalting myself as the sole source of universal violence.
Beautiful quote. Brave quote. That's one of my more brave ones. Not me, Leslie. You've never given a shit about Ross. That's just simply not true. That's simply not true. Simply not true. Passionate about Ross. Now, we got Galactic Feline. My phone won't let me call because I don't have money on it. Cries. Wampa. See, being poor is bad. That sucks. That sucks. Being poor and just not having basic services. That's a phone. That's a phone, right? Wow. If you don't have a phone, that's like getting your water shut off. Your life, you need to get your shit, or not. But your shit's not together. Thank you for sharing and exploring that with us. As a new viewer, the quote really welcomes you in. Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's important to just imagine yourself. If you're going to see yourself empowered through violence, it's important to imagine yourself as a pig jerking your little pig penis off, and that is not to deter you from violence. You know that I'm not anti-violence, but you need to enter the situation. You cannot enter violence for empowerment. You might listen. If you're entering the cycle of violence for empowerment, you might as well join goddamn Oprah's book club. That is pathetic and childish. Violence, sure, go ahead. There's plenty of reasons, plenty of very reasonable reasons to be violent. I'm sure we could all list a bunch if we wanted to. But I'm just saying, if you're looking for empowerment, you're looking for pride, you're looking for these things are antithetical to the next level that we speak about so frequently here at Explorations. 708-240-8953, everybody. Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. In my mind's eye, I imagine a compound for us all to live in. Rooms with high-pitched piercing drones, cold rooms that smell like shit, a shooting range for slurs. All of them. I give us 6 weeks before the wheels come off. Yeah, we got a new emote. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Guru, it's Onion Plug.
Onion Plug, welcome back to the program. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Not great. Not awful. Yeah, I got your headshot, and I just bought the last print too. So I'm poor also, so I'm excited because it's kind of like that self-sabotage. Like, I should be buying food, you know? I mean,
Right.
There's only so much recycling you can do food-wise. So I have nothing to eat now, but I'm excited because I feel like this self-sabotage is going to be good.
Well, it's a very funny point that you brought up. So, self-sabotage, honestly, the point that I was really trying to drive home the other night, and I don't know how clearly it came through, probably not that, judging by how clearly people understood the program from as expressed during the subathon, I doubt if anybody understands 95% of the shit I say. But with self-sabotage, yes. The self-sabotage is an opportunity. Self-sabotage is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for so many things, such a fruitful spiritual activity. And it makes me very happy that you found such an immediately effective tool in the store on the website. Self-sabotage through supporting the program itself.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because like I am so hungry right now, but these hunger pains are like my reward, I guess. At least I'd like to think so.
No, 100%. That's brother. Onion Plug, you're on a new level. You're on an absolutely new level. This is so heartening to hear that
I'm fucked, man. I mean, I generally just suck. I don't do anything. I don't leave my home.
I believe that.
So yeah, it's
Why don't you go anywhere or do anything? What's going on? What's wrong with you?
I have horrific like social anxiety.
Right. Sure.
And I just give into it. I could fight it and overcome it, but I'm just lazy. And I just give up and say fuck it.
Right. Well, the thing about laziness, I don't doubt that laziness is a factor. But the thing about laziness is that there's always some sort of fear underneath it. And I love that. I love that, we call it lazy. It's a way to feel like shit about yourself and to judge other people. No problem with that. Generally a massive fan of that. But also underneath there's, something even worse and more viscerally, detracting from your life.
I hope so, because I need the intensity of this kind of reward to ratchet up a little bit. Hunger is great, but I mean, I could go on a water strike. I don't know what else. I know it's not the topic this week, but yeah, I thought it was a good example.
Sure. No, now listen, it's a tremendous example. You're really, listen, I'm very proud of the work that you're talking about right now. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what we're talking about. This is the program working in real time.
The program works. It fucking works.
100%. 100,000%. Now, so let's talk about the social anxiety, because you're not wrong to be anxious and fearful of the world. Let's talk about it. What's like the main, like the top two things that you're anxious about?
I hate fucking driving. I fucking hate it. I live on an island, so it's just getting more congested.
Mm-hmm.
These people don't know how to fucking drive, and I just want to rear end them at lights, just going 80. I just want to rear end them at lights. That and try walking around the fucking grocery store. It's a nightmare. People are fucking awful. There's too many old people who just barely move.
That's true.
They don't know how to walk, and I'm starting to think I should start getting real fucking aggressive with my shopping cart in that situation particularly, but I don't know. It's all overwhelming.
So
no, I don't live in Florida.
All of these feelings,
I'm on Long Island.
All these feelings are very overwhelming once you get out there. And it makes you anxious because you just can't, you can barely see, 3 feet in fucking front of you because you hate all this shit so much. It is so aggravating, and people are shit, and you're right. That's the thing.
And I'm shit too. I'm not claiming I'm some shit that doesn't stink. I'm at the bottom of the barrel, but I wish others recognized their own shittiness too.
Right. And they're not gonna.
Yeah, I figured. Fuck.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that. I mean, if they came here to Explorations, maybe there was a chance, but generally speaking, no. There's not really a path for them to do so unless they, take the initiative. But listen, I am so heartened to hear that this program is working so effectively in your life, and that you were able to self-sabotage through the online store at the website, theprogramworks.com. I think that was it. Did we get you there, Lewis? You bought the second to last, and then Onion Plug bought the last, right?
Yes.
Let me double check it.
Yes, I'm very excited.
I can't wait.
I do
to get this to you.
Chromatic Maids. I do the grocery pickup. That's actually one of the few reasons where I actually leave my house. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably, I'm starving now, but I'd be long dead if it wasn't for that.
Yeah.
But, Guru, I just wanted to relay the good news for you, and I appreciate you and all the explorers. The program fucking works.
Absolutely. It was genuinely, wait a second. Uh-oh. Somebody might have bought a print that didn't exist. But anyway, we'll deal with that later. But I'm seeing.
Yeah, if it doesn't matter if someone else.
No. We got two. We're good. We got 2 headshots, and we got 2 headshots. We got 2 prints. Okay. Yeah, we're good. No, we're good. I just wanted to double check.
All right, thank you, Guru. I appreciate it.
Of course. Onion Plug. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna put this in the mail this week. All right, get this to you post haste. And good luck with the hunger strike, and good luck with the sort of homicidal ideation of the old and dying.
Yeah, I'll try and keep the lid on it. But thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Blessings and namaste. Naked comedy in the middle of the ocean. Where the heck? Where the heck? How are you out there? Lewis got the shirt. Wait, let me double check. Actually, do I have a way to check? Is this charged? Ugh. Unplug my shit in. Seven 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Tonight we're exploring how the program has been working in your life. Do you have a story, something that happened recently in your life after putting to work one of the 4 tenets of the most effective personal power program in the country? Maybe you noticed something, or maybe a certain insight stuck out to you, covered in the past couple weeks, or maybe you learned something from the subathon. We have yet to completely debrief from the subathon. Go ahead, give me a call, 708-240-8953. Namaste, Judas Words. Thank you. Thank you so much. Flux Storm Zero with a communal vision. Can't wait to get into. People get nervous about calling in? Oh, is that what's going on right now? Are we nervous? Nigel's nervous. I have nothing else to say. We're all just little shy little guys. There we go. We got somebody. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
It's Emily. I figured it out.
There we go. Emily's back, everybody. Namaste, Emily. How you doing?
You know what? I have mixed emotions right now because my friend died like half hour ago.
Your friend died a half an hour ago. What's going on there? What happened?
Well, so I came back from Australia. I'm in Canada again.
Sure.
I've been staying at her place. She has cancer, or she had cancer.
Had.
And then she got COVID, and she had all these lung infections, and she did not survive.
So got cancer, COVID, and lung infections, and that was it.
Yeah.
How old was she?
She was 61.
61 years old. Not that old.
Yeah. No.
No.
It's like almost a senior. So.
Almost. Couldn't even get AARP yet.
What?
Couldn't get like the AARP? Or that's a U.S. thing.
That?
It's the American Association of Retired People. It lets you get like 10% off at like
oh yeah, we have senior
Chili's.
discounts. Yeah. Yeah, we have senior discounts, but you have to be 35 or 65.
Yeah, exactly.
not 35.
And she was right there, right? Going out right before the finish line, before she could have gotten that sweet 10% off.
Well, I don't know if she was working. I don't know what she was doing with her life. But
well, she was dying. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, she was dying.
Dying with her life, yeah.
Yeah. It's weird because usually I cry a lot when people die, but yeah.
But, well, it happened a half an hour ago. You got plenty of time.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time for that.
It's also weird because I was staying at her and her husband's place, so I feel kind of awkward because, like, I'm pretty much homeless. So now it's just like, do I offer to be an emotional support animal or something? I don't know. And then I can stay. Is that morbid? Is that wrong? Is that bad?
Wait, say that one more. Run that by me one more time. I want to make sure I wrap my head around what you said.
Okay, so I'm homeless because I just got back to Canada, and before I left, I just packed my bags and was like, I'm never going back to the apartment I'm in. So
right
now I'm staying at their place, and do I just offer to the husband to be like an emotional support person?
Like you put on her clothes and stuff?
Well, no, like just if he needs emotional support because his wife just died. And then I can maybe stay at their place for a bit longer while I look for a place. What?
I love it. I love it. I think this is a terrific idea. I think this is honestly, not only is this a good idea in reality, but also just like, this is like a movie.
Like, it's not wrong, right? Like, I'm not, like, does it seem...
I mean, you guys get along anyway, right? You guys know each other. You're friends.
Yeah, we're friends. And, like, I think he needs someone to be around.
And you might have asked even if she didn't die.
Yeah, but then... I guess I might have.
Well, I mean, where else were you gonna stay?
Until they kicked me out. I might have just spotted. I might just tell him like, hey, I'm just gonna be here until you kick me out, and I can give you emotional support.
Yeah, no, this sounds great. I think I want to see where this goes so bad. And it sounds like genuine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with what you're talking about. It could be potentially very helpful for him. It's like, there's a degree of empathy, but there's also a degree of like, you know, just kind of like problem solving for yourself, a degree of your own interests.
It's like, hey, I need you, you need me. You know, let's just do like a Barney scenario.
Yeah, I mean, are you a weird roommate? What kind of roommate are you?
I don't know, because when I was in Australia, I had a lot of roommates, and all of them said that I was their favorite roommate ever.
That's it. Then you're basically doing them a favor.
Yeah. Because I'm a great roommate.
Because you got a good vibe, universally celebrated vibe. Okay. Now. Okay, are you prepared to listen to like a grown man scream cry?
I think I can handle it. I don't know. I've never dealt with that, but.
Well, that's
like, I think I'm cute enough. I can just, you know, get him out of the tears. I'll just like do a little dance.
Hold on. Did you say that you're cute enough?
Yeah, I can just like make him forget.
How long were they married?
36 years.
So
30.
you think that you're cute enough to
Well, they're
ameliorate
polyamorous.
the grief of a dead wife after 35 years?
I think so. Like, I think I can make him forget for a little bit because, like, they were polyamorous, and he has a girlfriend in the States. So, I don't know.
They were polyamorous?
Yeah.
So do you think you're gonna get? Oh my God! Do you think that? Or do you think
I'm
you're
not
gonna get?
gonna have sex with him, but.
But let's think about it.
No, because I broke my celibacy, and I need to like restart it.
Yeah, but that's okay. Let's be honest about that, because that's just gonna make it hotter then. Bit wars with affirmation for fellas. Listen, if your wife dies, get some random chick to just wear her clothes around your house. 4 weeks tops. Then you got to move on.
4 weeks tops. Yeah.
So listen, I'm not. And it might not be bad. You know,
need-
people are complicated. They might need that, but I think. I
just need a little bit of time to save money and then get a place that I can call my own. Because their place is a disaster. Like, I don't want to be there, but I also don't want to be in a tent. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So. I kind of, like, when I got home, I had this feeling that this would happen. Also, when I was away, I just was like, I need to go to their place for some whatever reason. And then when I got home, I was like, oh, because she's going to die.
Wow.
Is
Listen,
that weird?
there are so many reasons that I'm interested to hear how this is going to go.
Right.
So listen, I say put your foot on the gas, trust your instincts, see where this goes.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. You haven't brought up any like explicit red flags.
Yeah.
All the like.
It's like I'm kind of taking advantage.
Well,
but
it's
at the
kind of
same
it's like
time-
interesting in like an A24 kind of way. It's not like it's like weird, but it's human, and I have no idea how it's gonna go, and it's easy for me to imagine it going very poorly, but it might not, and that's just like a fun tension.
Oh. You gave me butterflies when you said that, so.
See, that means a yes. We're getting a yes from the universe. Emily, put your foot on the gas and go for it, okay? This is the program working in real time.
Yeah. What was tonight's topic?
The program works?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does, because I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, remember the last time I called? And I was like, I'm going to Australia out of spite.
Right. Real quick communal vision from Phil Z74. Isabeau, tent life is kind of goofball island. Maybe reconsider. Well, trying to avoid it, also not Isabeau, Phil. This is Emily. They do sound similar, though.
Do we?
Yeah, you and Isabeau you sound very similar. You kind of got both
Is
like
she
nasally
Canadian?
voices.
That's nice.
Well, so what was the thing that you were about to say?
I don't know. Just the program works.
The program
because,
works.
Yeah, because while I was in Australia, I was so sad that I couldn't call to be a part of the program.
Right. Of course you were.
I was thinking about it all the time. And I would see your little announcements, and I would just be like, well, I'm not going to be there. So.
Well, I'm so glad that you're back on this side of the ocean and able to call in. But listen, with this dead friend situation and her husband, and maybe living with that. Just it sounds great. Put your foot on the gas and just keep your head on a swivel. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, this is my confirmation because I've been like teetering on it. I'm like, is this okay? Is it moral? Am I being weird? Am I being, I don't know, a bit on the spectrum about it? I don't know. So.
You're being a bit on the spectrum. Well, I don't listen. These questions will, if they continue to pop up, I'll wrestle with them with you, of course. But so far, I don't see like an absolute need for us to do that. I think you just need to go for it, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful. But keep us abreast, Emily. Thank you so much for sharing, being so generous with yourself tonight.
Well, looking forward to chatting again.
Of course. Welcome back to North America. And yeah, like I said, keep us abreast of this is kind of weird, but just a weird situation. Keep us abreast of it because it sounds fun.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like, my life is a movie, pretty much. So
there we go.
I'm excited to start this new series. It's like, I just turned 34, so it's like a new season. It's season 34 in my life.
Wow.
So.
Wow. I love that. I'm so glad you sprinkled that on at the end. That had a lot of info in it. Okay, well, listen, good luck with season 34. Already, we're in the middle of a cliffhanger right at the beginning, and let's see how it goes, okay?
Okay.
All right. Namaste, Emily.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Beautiful. That was a beautiful call. Can you believe? Sometimes I can hardly believe. I'll look at the Twitch front page. I'll see 120,000 people or so watching Kai Cenat ride in the back of an SUV or whatever the fuck he does with like his friends, and then good guy. He seems like a good guy, by the way, Kai Cenat. I'm just kind of soberly comparing the content. Yes, I will use that word for his channel. Content. Compared to the techniques, the tools, and the quality of exploration here. And I'm just those 120,000 people are going to be kicking themselves in the rear end that they didn't hear a conversation like that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Pepperoncini, thank you so much for this communal vision. Can't wait to get that perspective. iShowSpeed was in New Orleans today. I watched his SUV from a 4X scope on top of a nearby building. Pepperoncini, namaste. Beautiful. Probably got a lot of even more detail than you would if you were close up. But also, iShowSpeed, I was just speaking to my temporary roommate about Speed, about iShowSpeed, and because I've been watching these videos of him. He was in Chicago recently, and he's trying all these foods. I saw him go to a footwork workshop, which if you have no idea what Chicago footwork is, you should scope it out. It's very fun. The music is very fun. The dancing is very fun. Just kind of YouTube footwork mix Chicago, DJ Rashad, something. Just look it up. You'll have fun if you haven't experienced it yet. But he seems like, and the same with Kai Cenat, they seem like good dudes. They seem like solid dudes. Aspen's dad is dying. Well, I'd love to work with him through it as a therapist. He went to an improv club and was mad confused. Where'd he go? Yeah, Nigel, Chicago, footwork. Footwork is generally, it's just one word. RP Boo slaps. RP Boo is good. RP Boo. I'd have to say my favorites. DJ Rashad. DJ Spin, RP Boo, and Traxman. I tried to create an alter ego called I Show Butt, but it didn't work out. Well, it's just, I mean, brother, that's a you problem. Commit. I think the phenomenon of Asmund Gold is really interesting to me. Genuinely very. I'd love to speak to him. He's doing a tremendous service for his community, but the thing is, I don't know what the hell it is. I watch it and I'm like, what is going on here? Wee Beastie, Explorer Convicted Public Masturbator. It works. Thank you so much, Wee Beastie, for the subscription. Third month with Wee Beastie. Wee Beastie, namaste to you. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for that sub.
I wish I could fondle the fresh produce all day without violating some implied silent rule. I know several other men who agree with me.
Also, he probably has a very accurate tier list for like Gatorade and vitamin water. And probably energy drinks. I'll bet he's got a good one. Even though I don't know if I would necessarily agree with him, because I've got my own, if not Cake Dog. No, I'll listen to it, Tropes. Can you put it on Discord? Put it on the server? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Hi, Leslie. It's Jenny.
Jenny, welcome back to the program, Jenny. How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm having a wonderful night. Tonight we're exploring the ways that the program works. So, of course, we all know that this program is the most effective personal power program in the country, but we are exploring specifically the ways in each of our lives that this program has been found to work. So, Jenny, let's turn the spotlight on you and discuss how has the program worked for you recently?
Recently?
Yeah.
I don't know, Leslie. I've been meditating on it so hard. It's like I can't even come up with words.
You've been meditating so hard. Talk to me about that.
Just a lot of private thinking, sleeping, but not sleeping. Meditative thought. For example, the last 2 days, not including today, I don't know what I did all day. I didn't even watch television programs. I didn't listen to any radio show programs. I'm not sure what I did. I hardly fed my dog, or any of the animals for that matter. I don't know. Maybe I was just free.
It sounds like it genuinely sounds like that, Jenny. It sounds like you were free for a moment. And, and what's particular about this moment is that even using the word moment isn't really, accurate, right? Because during this time on the outside of Jenny, time kept going by, but in an external way. But internally, as you said, time kind of just poof, right? Kind of just went. Yeah. You weren't directly experiencing the linearity of time. You experienced a sort of freedom independent of time.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I was doing out there.
Oh, I love that.
Oh.
Cherish
Yeah.
Explorer of the Month has a migraine. Cherish, get some rest. Namaste to you. Feel better, hon. Communal Vision from Pepperoncini. Scale 1 to 10. How mad are you if I snapped your bird's neck like in Dumb and Dumber, Jen?
Is he trying to kill him?
I mean, I don't. Is there a way to snap a bird's neck that doesn't involve killing the bird?
I don't know. Sometimes, like, he asks me these things, and I just need to get certain facts down.
I think it's okay. Yes, I'm gonna step in here then. Pepperoncini is free to respond. I'm gonna go ahead and clear up any, miscommunication. Yes, when Pepperoncini uses that idea of snapping your bird's neck, he means he's intending to kill your bird in this hypothetical.
That's 10. I would be really mad. I would be mad. My feelings would be hurt too, which is like really hard to do. Yeah, but good question, I guess.
Interesting.
It's funny, Leslie. He asked me earlier, and he asked me how mad I would be scale of 1 to 10 if he poisoned my dog.
Right. Okay.
And I answered him, but I also asked him how mad he would be on a scale of 1 to 10 if I fed my poisoned dog's meat to his family, specifically his children.
And
he said it was an 8.
He responded to that?
Yeah. Oh, very quickly. It's an 8.
An 8 out of 10.
Yep.
So you are kind of the more fly off the handle type then, and he's more calm, cool, and collected about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to get me to reflect on my anger or whatever. I'm not sure.
Do you think it's the Italian the Italian ancestry that's got you all piped up?
Well, to be honest with you, I think it's more of like his lack of caring about anything. And let's be honest, I think he's been trying to shake those kids for a while.
Right. Okay. So that's interesting. Yeah. Interesting little.
I think he was being polite.
OM Godspeed with a Camilo Vision that'll be on the screen in just a moment. I'm not quite sure why there is a delay. I think it's Twitch just kind of and it's on the Twitch side. It's not on the Sammy side. Twitch just delays.
Les, you sound good in the interim
Bill
here.
C74. Oh no, wait, is it Godspeed? Yeah, it's Godspeed. Jen, same scale 1 to 10, but the scenario is now Cheen feeding your tortoise a small, juicy little strawberry, maybe with some greens or other dietarily appropriate foods to make it a meal.
That's going to be another 10. And in fact, I'm actually impressed he knows exactly what Billy eats. That's exactly what Billy eats. That would be really nice of Pepperoncini. I would appreciate that. Yeah.
Communal Vision from Phil Z74. Scale 1 to 10. I built a time machine and hide your bird in the woods for its own safety.
So I wouldn't have to take care of him? I would assume I've never met the bird?
No, I think your bird. So Phil is building a time machine to save your bird.
That I would never have adopted him?
I don't know about the timeline. It wasn't specific.
If that's the point, then that's like out of this world. That's like off the scales. That would be awesome. Because now I love him, but if I never met him, my life would be so much better. Way better. Love's funny like that, Les.
That your life is better without it?
No, it would be way better if I'd never met David.
Oh, David. I thought we were talking about the bird.
That's who David is. By the way, you said something to me the other night, and it sounded like you thought David was a human. And I was telling you that they were in the bathtub on the shower curtain rod because they get good acoustics. What did you think I was talking about?
No idea. I wasn't listening.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even listening. Yeah, I wasn't listening to the words you were saying at that moment.
You literally didn't remember David's. I've been talking about him for like years and about how he's like ruined my life. and you just never put two and two together?
You know, it's really just listening to what you're saying. Yeah, it's like in and out. I sometimes I'm there, and it might look like I'm there sometimes, but like I'm like astral projecting basically somewhere else.
I don't think astral projecting is safe.
You don't think it's fake?
Safe.
Safe. What?
Safe. S-A-F-E. Safe.
F-A-C-E?
S-A-F-E. Sam. Apple.
Safe.
Frank. Ear.
Safe. Yeah, it wouldn't be safe.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be safe if you didn't know what you're doing. Fortunately, given my experience and training, I'm well equipped. Pepperoncini, scale 1 to 10. How mad are you if I feed Sebastian to your dog?
Okay. 4? It depends. How drunk is Sebastian prior to? Because if he's loaded, then I'd be really pissed. That's like, again, I'm going to give that a 10. But if it's just regular Sebastian meat, 3.5, 4, maybe.
Interesting. Oh, not me spelled safe for me. I thought the S was an F. I was really not making sense of what was going on. Again, not really listening that well.
By the way, where's your friend Emily from that called in?
Emily called a while ago. I don't know how long it was, but was moving from Canada to Australia.
Is that a Canada accent?
It's not as I understand it. She does not sound like she has. Maybe it's like a regional accent in Canada, but it doesn't sound Canadian to me.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna try and do it. Ready?
Go.
Okay. Leslie, I know that I was thinking like.
I guess the slowness is kind of Canadian. They kind of talk slow.
Okay.
You kind of sound you kind of sound like what's her name? The princess in whatever. Godspeed, Jen. One more question. 1 to 10 scale. In this scenario, I'm actually the bird, but a sort of bird-man hybrid, enhanced by nanites and cyber technology to form a super strong, combat-capable flight body exo-self. But with advanced computing capabilities making me smarter than not just any bird, but all birds in aggregate. I have stronger bones, missiles, and a hypersonic bird call, like scream, that paralyzes my foes. My talons are coated in a diamondoid, and I can hack any computer nearby.
Scale of 1 to 10 what? Do I like this?
Do you get mad? Are you mad? How mad are you?
Not mad at all. David loves me. So now he works for me. What would make me mad about that?
Well, he's like ultra
I have a super
smart.
bird?
That could be a problem.
Bro, he's already smart. He says things like, I love you. Or, what? Or, hey, you. Or, come here. So I feel like we're halfway there.
Not
Leslie,
even
it was
close
just
to
weird.
what was just described. I don't know if you listened to any of that, but...
And his beak is really sharp, and his talons already.
So would you say that the program works, Jenny? How's it working in your life?
It's just a really funny question. I'm really happy that you're asking it tonight, especially after I just stared into nothingness for 2 days. So I guess it's working. I got something done.
And that you got nothing done, you got something done. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I used to get a lot of stuff done.
You didn't even get...
Now...
What?
Nope. Just now, not so much.
You don't even remember breathing.
No, I don't remember going to the bathroom. Like I said, feeding the animals, feeding myself. I drank a cup of milk. And I remember thinking, this is going to upset my stomach. That's something that happened.
This state of spiritual limbo, it can be directly credited to the work here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, this is not a state that you experienced before you began your work here. Isn't that right, Jenny?
Not to this degree and power. No. No. I would have like emotions before. When I would do that, I would say, "Hey, I might be depressed. You know, you're on the verge of like a nervous breakdown. You've got to drink water." But now, just nothing. Just peace. I guess it's peace. I don't know. It's kind of like being buried alive and just kind of falling into that spot of, like we talked about, like freedom, just the darkness. So no, I would be worried before. Now I just have nothing. Nothing. So wow. I'm gonna let you go, Les. I'm pretty busy.
I was gonna also.
No, I
usher
really have
this.
to go though. I'm so busy.
I was gonna usher the end of this. We got one more communal vision for you from Philzy74. Philzy sharing scale of 1 to 10. David the Bird demands to start wearing red briefs, and you have a handcraft them because no sane person would sell them.
I don't know. I think that's kind of cute. I would do it. I love them.
So you like a 1 or 2?
Oh, no. Isn't 10 that I would do it?
10 is extremely bad.
What? I've been giving the opposite answer?
Yeah, you've been fucking up the whole thing. All right, guys, you know it's time for my PP break. Namaste, everybody, to all my explorers. I'm going to take a quick piss, but sit tight for a couple details about my community of Devoted Light at Patreon.com. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're waiting for a night to join my inner circle for just a couple dollars a month, accessing the podcast, the videos, etc., tonight might be that night. Open your heart, open your mind to the next level that we speak about so frequently. Namaste, my explorers. I will be back in just a moment after I urinate. Blessings.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning of starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on Patreon.com. Where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. Today we have a very special guest, Edgar. Edgar, why don't you go ahead and say a little something about yourself?
Hi, my name is Edgar. I used to be a meth addict, and now and now I'm high on life.
Edgar, be honest.
Okay, I'm high.
Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Guys, welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, and this is Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. And those are a couple words about my community of devoted life. It sounded fun. I saw a couple people say they wanted to see more of Edgar. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got good news for you. There's quite a bit of Edgar lore. The entirety of all Edgar lore available on the community of devoted light. I put hot sauce and lime juice on pork rinds. It's good. Let's open the line back up. There we go. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini, welcome back to the program. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Guru. How are you?
I am doing pretty well. I went over my break. I took a pee. I took some sips of water, and then I had the rest of these pork rinds that I got at the grocery store. I put hot sauce and lime juice on them. So I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. What a great keto-friendly snack.
Exactly. Now talk to me, Gene. What's going on? You never very rarely. I won't say never. Very rarely do you call up without something in that noggin of yours. And is tonight one of those nights you got something cooking for us, or you just calling a chit-chat, explore?
I was calling to chit-chat a little bit. I kind of want to see if I could snake Yap, because I think she popped in, and I knew she was going to try to get in right on that quick.
And so you just, partly you're motivated to just kind of spite Michaela.
Yeah, exactly. It was just to see if I could do it, if I could time. And I saw your arm going for it, and I kind of just shot my shot, and I think it worked well, and I got her.
Yeah, you got her ass.
Yeah.
She even said, you got me, haha.
Yep. She did try. Yep, and you lost this time,
and
Michaela.
You didn't even have really anything to say. You didn't even have anything
lately.
That kind of adds a little bit to the sting, I'd imagine, for Michaela, to know that you beat her and that she's just like has to listen to you just say nothing for as long as she has to wait.
I'm gonna prattle, I think, probably is like the.
I love this. I would be happy if this happened more, but go ahead, give it a try. Yeah, just prattle a little bit.
Yeah, well, I know. So like I was saying, I've been like kind of getting into India lately,
Like the country? What was that?
Toaster's been showing videos of like contraption videos on his stream, like Indian contraptions, where it's like how they make like a plastic container, and it's like this elaborate process where it's like, you know, in a factory, but it's not fully automated, and there's a lot of people who aren't wearing like any shoes or like any sort of safety gear, and like they're neat in their own way. There was one that was making like medical scissors. Like, what are those called? Can't think of the word. What are they? What are those fucking things
There's
called?
a weird glitch happening where, like, right in the middle of one of your words, it like you know when in Matrix, the greatest film ever created, when the sort of metal or the mirror goes in his throat, and he
and he screams, and the scream digitizes, and that weird.
It like stretches out, and that's what's happening to your voice. Like,
Is
once
it still doing it?
Not right now, but it was pretty cool. Everybody was like,
"That's awesome."
Yeah.
But just like these crazy, and like one was like they were taking like old soda bottles, and they were like wash them in some water, and then like hand drip syrups into it, and like make like secondhand sodas, which was kind of cool. But then we started watching like AI generated videos.
Ellie Benelli rating, Ellie Benelli Raiders, Namaste Raiders. Thanks for joining us, sweetheart. Appreciate your presence. And namaste to you. Go ahead, get settled, get comfortable. We are speaking right now with producer, ex-moderator Pepperoncini, telling us a story about videos that Toaster's been watching on his channel about Indian manufacturing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So eloquent. But it kind of, and so anyway, so we're watching that. We're then watching like AI, you know, people in India really love to do like AI generated videos. I feel like that's like a big percentage of like non-US like AI video generation. And so there's a lot of like ones of like Indian families or like Indian villages where there's like a giant cobra throwing up like milk and different stuff like that. It's really interesting. But I don't know, I'm like starting to develop this perspective.
Throwing up milk?
Yeah, like a giant like cobra.
Now we're talking.
Vomiting milk like onto the ground and causing like a flood.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
What's
so just an interesting.
What's the aim of those videos? What's going on?
I think to entertain you with a fun story is kind of the idea. There's like a lot of where it's like, ooh, this like kid is on the streets of India, and he goes to take a samosa, but he doesn't have any money. And he gets like chased by the store owner. So then he goes and he starts selling on the streets, and he actually makes a lot of money because he's a hard worker. And then he's rewarded at the end with being able to eat the food that he wants. But it's like in that weird like AI where it's like, I don't know, for me with AI, the more realistic they try to make it, the worse it is. You really have to lean into the reality of that, like the AI's output's kind of shitty. And if you can lean into that, then I think that's when you have success. Like a successful AI video, and so that's what they achieve. But,
I tuned in for I guess a couple times when my temporary roommate was watching Toaster's stream, and there was like a bunch of cat videos.
Yeah, those ones I think are U.S. based, and they're not as interesting as the ones that it's like. There's like an Indian female soldier who is like impregnated with like honey, and her like body has like half honeycomb pregnant woman in like nationalist garb. It's just really, it's evocative images that these people from, the other side of the world are generating, and just shows you, the beauty of other cultures, I guess is like the thing for me. Because India really, I think, like the global stage right now, India is really disrespected. I
think so.
Everyone. a lot of India, I don't want to speak with a wide brush, but a lot of what's on the internet is India loves Israel. Israel does not love them back. The Israelis hate them, right? They think they're terrible, even though they both love, they don't like Muslims. That's where I think they align very much.
Right. So
respect.
So India's like Me Too, Big Brother, and they're like, but your big brother's you're actually a stepbrother, and you're not white, and they're white, and they are really racist.
Yes, exactly. And and then like the U.S. doesn't respect them on the internet, right? Like U.S. is a huge percentage, and Europe too, huge number of percentage of traffic on is U.S. And then it's like Brazil and India, and like India is not respected there. U.S. thinks they're stupid, they're dumb, they're filthy, all these things. And like they fight with China. China doesn't respect them in any way. They don't respect themselves. It's just
yeah. So they've got this sort of complex then, huh?
Yeah, and I think it allows them. It's their art, from that struggle to be respected and seen as like, because they want to be seen as peers, because they have. I think there's a lot of respect for Western culture in India, and so I think that's why their AI art hits differently.
Interesting.
Kind of like
it sounds like kind of similar to the origins of hip hop. Maybe like Indians are to AI videos as African Americans were to sampling and doing all that stuff. Hip hop.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. I think there is going to be some point. I don't know how much better the AI video stuff is going to get. It doesn't seem like it's going to get any degree better in terms of like, I don't know, being appealing in any way. So it really is going to take more of that absurdist mind and bent that we get that has generated something like, giant vomiting cobras and people making cars out of vegetables and then stealing gold from rich people and making gold cars. And it's just something amazing. It's just it's a blend of so many wonderful things. That's what I wanted to say. And I wouldn't have gotten that if I hadn't have found Toaster through the program. And so, that's why the program works.
100%. The program works. Ladies and gentlemen, it works in a variety of ways at all times. Yeah, I'm going to tell you some tools and techniques to change your life, but also you might make some friends along the way that will change your life just as much. Honestly, it won't change your life just as much as the program, but will still affect your life significantly. I love that. And these Indian AI videos really got me thinking. It reminds me of when I first heard about AI videos, I was kind of interested. I was I wouldn't say excited, but I was intrigued to see what was going to happen, because really it could be anything, and if it can be anything, then you can really let your mind fly. What happened? It seems to be people just trying to. It's still like kind of fill a hole inside of them, and they're really terrified of their own minds, so they make just trash. But that snake with milk, that's a nice, refreshing, contemporary, phallic representation.
Yeah, and I like it because I think that a lot of the stuff at first was you saw a lot of vanity, where it would be like a person would post a picture of themselves in like the Stable Diffusion Discord and be like, make Superman, with big muscle, and they just wanted to make like weird like AI generated versions of themselves where they see themselves like powerful and strong. And that was kind of interesting in its own way, but a little pathetic. But this is not pathetic, because this is being, you're like, in your mind, you think like, oh, this is a good story about this phallic snake vomiting essentially oceans of cum into this village.
Oceans of cum. Oceans of cum.
It really is. It feels like the generation, it's like it throws it up so much that like then the snake saves them by putting the village on his back so they can escape the like disaster wrought by the thing that's saving them. It's really poetic in a way, you know?
Well, and it's got like a very, and I think it's refreshing to see Barry Punch with 500 bits. Good to see you, you son of a bitch. Namaste, Barry Punch. 500 bits, getting that nothing going for us. Namaste. What a beautiful moment we got to share. Thank you so much, Barry Punch. Very generous of you. Very generous. Well, listen, Sheen, this has been really fun to listen to you kind of just vamp into spite Michaela. So thank you for doing that. And if anybody else, just to replant the seed, if anybody else wants to beat Michaela, now is your time. We're going to hang up.
No, it's Jazz Express.
And now there's a Orchestar setting off. Y'all ever see a homeless man take a dump? Says Orchestar.
Yeah,
Namaste.
I've seen a homeless woman taking a shit, and like it was like such a mean thing to say, but it truly was like, you know, when you like see a dog taking a squatting shit, and then they do the thing where they like look behind at you while they're taking the shit,
and then they just turn back around and keep shitting.
Yeah.
Yep. The guy didn't look at me. He was too high. Also outside.
That was in San Francisco. Beautiful city.
Beautiful city. I hear nothing but good things about San Francisco.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to get to some jazz pepperoncini. Thank you so much for your generous contributions tonight.
Thank you, Guru, and thank you for Orchestar for activating that so that Michaela has to wait a little bit longer. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, everybody. I'm off for third dinner, says Naked Comedy. Blessings and namaste to you. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Barry Punch, for the 500 bits and Orchestar for those perfectly timed 200 bits in Communal Vision, setting off another Jazz Express for the night. Namaste, everybody. How's everybody feeling? It's getting a little bit late. We got time for a couple more calls. Who knows? Maybe Michaela will get a chance to call in. Maybe not. Let's find out. Does Michaela have that dog in her? Let's find out. Namaste. Hi, this is the middle of Jazz Express. Who am I speaking with?
Hello?
This is the middle of a Jazz Express. Who am I speaking with right now?
David.
David, good to hear from you. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good to hear, David. Tonight we're exploring The Program Works. How has it worked in your life?
No, it's been working. It's been doing a little bit here and there. I've called in a couple times, and I'm letting it move forward. Kind of got caught up in the last caller talking about homeless people shitting.
And have you seen a homeless person shit before, Dave?
I've seen a couple. That's the first topic I wanted to touch on. I don't know where that ties into the program, but I'll give you kind of the recap. There's two that really stand out in my mind. One of them was quite a while ago, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. I was at a big city park and was leaving. It was a bright, sunny summer day. I saw a guy kind of getting up from the grass, and at first I thought it was just someone getting up from the picnic, but the guy just got onto his knees and took down his pants with his butt facing me and just took a shit straight in the grass, not more than 20 yards from a bathroom, but just left it there.
Well, how did that make you feel? What were some thoughts and feelings that you experienced at that moment?
It was a weird mixture because I kind of feel this way sometimes when I see stuff like that. I mean, first, it's a little disgusting to watch someone like shit straight in front of you.
Oh, yeah. You know, I remember I'll never forget the first time I saw a human asshole open up around a turd as it came out. It was something. It was something that left a mark on me.
Yeah, it's like watching a birth, but the baby's even worse than a normal one.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, but continue though. So you discuss what else? Tell me. I'm curious.
I mean, it was a disgust, but I also felt like a little bit of happiness and like, you know what? I'm on this nice day, and that's this thing going on over there. I guess it's part of nature, and I'm just gonna keep enjoying my day. You know, there's dogs in this park doing the same thing, which the third feeling kind of ties into that, which is just this sort of like sense of envy and that freedom. You know, like if I have to shit and I'm on a picnic, I gotta find a bathroom and make sure there's no line and all that. I can't just do it. You know, that there's something to be said for that.
True. Now that's a good point. The freedom. And and realizing, there's a certain resentment. This is funny because we talk about this from the angle, people want to destroy this program all the time. We talk about this, the messages that I get, the death threats, the bot farms, the et ceteras, site insistent with a communal vision. Namaste to you. Got a communal vision coming in one moment from Site Insistent. Are you sure he was homeless? Maybe you were in his home.
I don't know if someone can own the park or the outdoors in general. I think he was homeless. I was definitely outside. But I guess shitting in your own living room on the floor is another type of freedom too.
Well, either way, I think this is applicable. So the part of the reason that so many people resent this program is not unlike what you're describing with this homeless person. Like you kind of became immediately aware of like the prison that you keep yourself in watching this person just freely act according to rules that you didn't even know could be broken.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. We're just on the other side of it here. We are the homeless person to everybody else, and then they're upset with us because we're shitting in the park. I mean, both figuratively, but also literally. A lot of these people are mentally ill in a very, I'll say, bad way as a therapist, and it's an important distinction. I've been pushing for the DSM to sort of create a new branch of mental disorders and illnesses, good and bad, and Still, well, we'll see maybe next time, maybe next round. But either way, we are, inspire that same resentment, but also sort of euphoria in others. So would you say seeing that homeless man take a sort of defecate in the park in front of you, would you say that was your kind of Matrix moment, your sort of Neo moment?
Yeah, I kind of stared. I felt like I saw the code for a second. It was just, it was a bit of modern day enlightenment, you might say.
Wow.
But I have a second one, which I feel like is, I mean, now that we're talking about it, it's really, it's just more intense on kind of all counts. And this one happened just less than a year ago. I was driving in the city, and I was going up this busy street with people walking everywhere and lots of cars going by, and I see a guy, I believe he was unhoused.
Somebody time out. Somebody time out
Okay.
Cooker Pie right now. I'm not in the mood for this kind of stuff. I thought you were being chill about the program, and no, Cooker Pie's mouthing off. Continue, David.
So he's like kind of doing a wall squat against the side of a building.
Frankenzilla 76
timed
out. Time out now.
We ready?
Just watch your. We're mouthing off.
We have some haters. Okay.
We're mouthing off in the chat. It's getting late. Guys, go to bed. All right. If you're getting sleepy, you're getting a little irritable, get an adult to rub a little bit of bourbon on your gums and go to fucking bed, because I'm not going to deal with that right now. Continue, David.
All right. So this guy, he's like doing a wall squat on this building, which faces a very busy street with people walking on it, other people driving by, and all of that. And he is just not just shitting.
Fidgety fools around with another subscription for the 14th month. Oh, I missed the train. Namaste. Well, congrats on the abortion survival, but unfortunately you did miss the train. You missed the Jazz Express. Both left and returned back to the station already. Namaste, though, Fidgety. It's good to see you. Continue, David.
All right, so he's doing a wall squat against the side of a building with what just full-blown diarrhea. I mean, it is like a fire hose against a brick wall, just like everything is releasing. And not only that, but it is like running down the sidewalk in a stream, and people have to kind of step around it, to like not get it on their shoes and stuff. And he's doing this. He could have gone in an alley. He could have done whatever. He's just doing this boldly in front of everybody on the street and the traffic going by and all of this. And I did a double, triple take. I couldn't believe this was happening. And then I drove away slowly, but it was, except for the fact that I didn't see his asshole, I mean, in every other count, like the disgust, the freedom, the boldness, every part of it was just like, Richter scale up a few notches compared to the first case that I saw of someone simply shitting in the park.
I mean, it sounds like another Neo moment. It sounds like another Matrix moment. It sounds like, when Neo gets shot in the chest by the agents Smith, and he sort of gets up and he says no and stops the bullets. That was like, it sounds like that's the moment I'm talking about.
That's what it was like. That's when you realize everything that, what you're living in. And, I mean, it was probably maybe like that for him, too. I don't know what was going on in his head when it was all happening. Maybe some relief, but, just from the discomfort of whatever he ate. But, the
Communal vision
disregard.
from Frankenzilla 76. Enough pseudosirens for you, Leslie, in The Matrix? I don't even know what that sentence means. So if you're going to attack me and say that I'm a proponent of pseudoscience, first of all, that is such a disgusting word. Pseudoscience. Pseudoscience. listen, that is the language of an expert. That is a language of an expert that wishes to control thought and science and facts and reality, to be perfectly frank with you. That's what that is. So, and listen, the thing is that I'm free. I'm free, and I'm freeing others through the program of Exploration with Leslie Tanner. So good luck. You're in the hornet's den, sweetheart. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, so he shit this spray onto the wall and then waterfall of shit onto the sidewalk, which just like went down the hill and people were stepping around it. Like, people would be tempted to say this guy is like in a bad mental state, in a sad individual, but he kind of was just owning everybody with this dominance, and just shitting where he pleases. Like, we don't have that freedom. I don't, at least.
Right, 100%. Dominance is the word. Dominance is the word. Now, listen, David, I genuinely appreciate how generous you've been today with your time and really sharing with us how the program. Really sharing with us how the program works. I genuinely appreciate you being so generous tonight.
It's a pleasure to be here this evening.
Namaste, David. You have yourself a good night, okay?
Namaste, you too.
Namaste. Wow, good to talk to Dave. That was nice. Caller, welcome to Explorations. You got in. You're the final caller for the night.
Guess who it is, Leslie?
Oh, I know who it is. Namaste, Michaela. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm winding down. How are you?
I'm doing great. I wouldn't say that I'm winding down because I'm so amped and enthused and energized by the program and my explorers. But it's good, did you have a full day today? Are you tired?
I've just been kind of generally tired and sad all day.
Tired and sad. Talk to me about that.
Just everything's like dark all the time. And my body just wanted to be sad today. So that's why I took it easy.
My body wanted to be sad. Interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, some people, not you and not all people, some people would say, I felt sad. But the way you phrased it was interesting. My body wanted to be sad. Tell me what would be the difference there? And I genuinely believe there is a difference, and I'm interested to hear what you're going to say.
Well, I think sometimes when I feel sad, seemingly without specific reason, my body's just like, we're going to be sad today, because I don't feel sad,
Right. So it feels like you feel separate from it a little bit. It's like something's encroaching and you don't really understand it, so you just kind of got to go with it.
Yeah, and I just got to be like, well, I'll tell you, I took a nap with my parents had this little dog, and she's Japanese, and she's those little crusty white dogs, but she's sweet.
Uh-huh.
So I took a nap on the couch with her in my arms, and that was nice.
Uh-huh.
And I had some really good Chinese food.
Ooh.
And I watched half of Ferris Bueller's Day Off with my parents before they got too tired and they went to bed.
That sounds. So, what'd you get at the Chinese place?
It was beef lo mein, I think.
Ooh, beef lo mein, yeah, that's a good one. I love lo mein.
Mm-hmm.
What made it good?
Yeah, so I was just taking it easy. I had some tea and I took a shower, and when your body's sad, you just gotta be like, it's okay, body. Let's get you some tea. Let's get you some ice cream. Let's go to bed.
Is that what you always do?
When I can. When I can.
Do you ever find yourself raging against your sadness ever, Michaela?
Oh, often. That's normally what I do, actually, but I find that's not always constructive. But yeah, more often than not, I don't know if you saw in the chat, you said something about having that dog in you. And I said, the dog in me has heartworms. And I really believe that. I really believe that the dog in I used to think the dog in me was euthanized, but I mostly think the dog in me has heartworms or something going on, maybe rabies, who knows. So it gets confused and it gets scared. And when my cat started meowing really loud today, because she does that because she's old and confused, I started pleading with her. I said, please, shut up, please, please. And I genuinely almost started crying because I was so weary of having to listen to her do that. Are you thinking of something to say, or are you waiting for me to say something?
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't immediately inspired to say anything in particular, so I was just kind of riding the vibe.
Oh, I see. Okay. I got some real bad acne on my chin.
What's that from? Hormones?
Yeah.
You're on your period?
It's a weird question to ask.
Is that a yes?
If someone is trying to get you to
I
relax,
can neither confirm
they're
or
trying
deny.
to hurt you.
Leslie, do you want me to tell the internet here if I'm on my period? Is that really what you want me to do right now?
Yeah, or I wouldn't have asked.
Or all 76 people?
Yeah. Well, 4 people
Yeah,
on
I'm on
YouTube, too. It was a total
Yeah.
of 80.
I am. Yes, I am. You gonna track my period? You gonna be a freaking weirdo and track my period now?
Well, now I am, now that you said it.
That's a waste of time, man, because it's not constant. It's not consistent.
You're not synced up with the moon or anything?
I condemn violence insofar
No.
that I
Well,
exalt
dude, we have a quote. We have a quote.
as
Hold
the
on.
sole source of universal violence. I celebrate violence as I vault myself, a pig, onto a throne of pig's shit, chittering, masturbating, exalting myself as the sole source of universal violence.
You ever listen to one of these quotes and ask yourself what they mean?
Yeah, I try to make sense of them, and then it's normally cyclical. I can't.
Yeah,
I just kind of have to accept it.
that's part of the brilliance and the bravery.
Yeah, that's so brave of you.
So you're on the rag and you've got acne and you're bummed out, you're sad.
Yeah, I felt generally just bad. I feel like I was gonna say something else. My memory must be getting worse too. That could just be a consequence of all the red 40 and the screen.
Yeah, it could. Does your memory get worse on your period?
It's just gotten worse overall. Just like in general. Like it's not good. What was I gonna say? Oh my gosh! And then I was thrown off by the quote. What was I gonna say? Oh no, I remember what I was gonna say. Every time I go outside and there's a full moon, I always joke, sometimes to myself, because there's not always someone with me. I always say, I hope I get a werewolf boyfriend. You know, it's a full moon. Maybe, hey, where are they? You know, I'd hate to get a werewolf boyfriend.
You hate to get just snuck up on and ravaged by a man dog.
Well, no, that's not like that. That's
kind of like that.
No.
You're telling me that in that noggin of yours, with the fanfic and the Tumblr and the online
I don't have a Tumblr.
vibe, have you ever had a Tumblr?
I tried it and I hated it, so I deleted it.
Phil C74 says, watch out for bears.
I don't think they're interested in me. I think they're looking more for otters and things like that.
Interesting. Well, namaste, Michaela. Really great talk. You've been terminated. Have a wonderful evening. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us tonight on Explorations. Thank you so much to Frankenzilla76. Frankenzilla, great to see you, by the way. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Very fun night. Tonight we explored the program works. The program works. It works in many ways for many people, and we got to hear just a small handful of stories of how this program, Explorations with Leslie Tanner, has affected and transformed so many lives just like yours. Namaste, everybody. What a beautiful... Thank you for joining me. I want to thank my... you all, first and foremost. Congrats to, unfortunately, Cherish85, our Explorer of the Month, had to go to sleep early for a migraine, but namaste to her. Namaste to my moderators. I got to update the list still. I haven't, but thank you to my moderators for what they do. Not Mish, I saw you. Orchestar, I saw you. Framweart, I saw you. Well, Fram's not a mod anymore. And neither is Pepperoncini. But either way, namaste. Oh, yeah, by the way, I was supposed to make an announcement. Our mods... whatever. I'll just post about it on the Discord and mention it next time. Thank you to my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Blessings and namaste to all that represent the backbone of this community. There's a new podcast up, just went up on, I believe that was Monday, and we got another one, yet another one going up this Monday. A very special conversation, a sit down with, I'm going to be working through some Explorers of the Month in the coming weeks, so namaste to our, if you can remember the first Explorer of the Month, then you can remember who I had a very fun time sitting down with, and we're gonna publish that on Monday, the community of devoted light. But namaste, everybody. Again, welcome. Yeah, thank you to the mods, but less so because they don't do as much on days like this. Not Mish with the mouth. Not Mish with that with the fucking mouth. Late at night, somebody's sleepy, so somebody's got a. Let's see here. Let's do I think it's in there. What did I say about me earlier? What did I say about you? What did I say? What did I say? I have no idea. I say a bunch of stuff. I talk for 3 hours every stream. Yeah. Well, I don't remember. Somebody... oh, powerful. You're powerful. You're a powerful explorer. You and Jen are powerful explorers. Crowboat, womp womp. Yeah, I turned off the phone. Because we got to get a raid going. It's the end of the exploration. I'm seeing, let's see, who's on? Who's up? I don't know who this is, but they're just showing up on my recommended. And let's take a chance. Let's take a chance. We're going to do a new one. We're going to do a new one. Crowboat, namaste to you. Namaste. Yeah, I've never watched this person before, so we're going to take a chance. She looks nice. She looks fun. Let's throw a raid over to a new spot. Maybe you guys know about her. I don't. Her name is Caroline. And let's go ahead and throw our energy of namaste and warmth and clarity over to streamer Caroline. Smash some follows and whatnot. Blessings and namaste. I'm gonna follow when I get over there in just a moment. But guys, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow. You know how I am on Saturdays. So, and I was sick earlier, so we're gonna see. I'll tell you on Discord tomorrow, though. Probably letting it rip, though. Probably letting it rip. Let's take this energy over there, though, guys. Namaste to each and every single one of you. Let's go say what's up to Caroline. And I'll see you most likely tomorrow, but I'll let you know on Discord and Twitter and all that. Blessings, guys. See you.